Hello everyone, it's Cherie. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing another quick little junk journal with me. And I'm going to be documenting a story about my grandmother and my step-grandfather. They both recently got the COVID-19 virus. And it was concerning. You know, everybody in the family were really concerned, especially for my step-grandfather because he's got a lot of underlying health conditions. Like, it seems like almost everything that you can name, he's got it. And so we were all, worried. But thankfully, thank the Lord, they're both doing great. And I just kind of wanted to dedicate a spread to my grandmother and my step-grandfather. So these are some kits from Amity Bloom that I recently purchased. I've never purchased anything from her store before, and she came out with one. I believe it's called California Dreamin'. And I really liked it, and then I just kind of browsed her shop and saw a bunch of kits that I really liked. And those wallpaper, the wallpaper parts, the collage parts that she had, I just was loving them. So, and then these are some linens that I have in my shop that they're fairly new kits. So I was thinking I may end up using one or two of them, but I actually didn't end up using any of them. But I'm just sitting here flipping through, just seeing if I may, just seeing what I have. So I was looking for a photo of my grandmother and my step-grandfather together, and I could not find one. So I'm just using a photo of my grandmother, and then I'm hoping in the near future that I will run across a photo of them together, and then I can stick it in here as well. So I was trying to figure out which wallpaper printable I wanted to use, and they're all so lovely. They're just so much fun. They're so pretty and bright and vibrant, and it reminds me of my grandma. She and also, I'm sorry if you can hear my son in the background. He's playing his game, and I told him that he needs to be quiet, but he's trying. So I'm just gluing this one that I found, that I picked out, and sticking it down with some washi. And like I said, I like it because it does remind me of my grandma. Like, when I go to her house, it's so funny because like all of her whole house is like set back in the 60s or something. Like her silverware, her plates, her cookingware, it's like all like Pyrex and like anything, like it just reminds her dishcloths, like everything is so vintage, and she's just had it forever. And so I liked using these for this because it reminded me of her as well. I ended up trimming down this piece of that collage sheet so that I could use it as a background for a photo. And I wasn't 100% sure. Like, I knew I was going to do some journaling on the inside of that ledger piece. And then this is just like a branding strip that I had sitting on my desk, and I figured I would go ahead and try to incorporate it somewhere in the spread to, get it off my desk. It's real pretty. It's got some little flowers on it. And then I pulled out some Tim Holtz washi tape too, and stuck that down. But I knew that I was thinking that I may end up using that wallpaper pocket to put another photo in, and I might, of the two of them together. But I also made another pocket on the back side of that ledger. You'll see in a little bit. And then this is just some washi tape from Washi Wednesday. So I wanted to put some on there to help hold that paper down and just kind of frame it a little bit. And I had this vellum pocket that I had stitched together sitting on my desk as well. And then this is just a piece of paper from the shabby chic, granny chic. I think that's what it is, granny chic. So I did this method, I believe, in the last video, the tape transfer method, and I really liked it. And I am doing it again. I decided to go ahead and cut out that floral there to use. It's really a really pretty floral. I like it a lot. And I wasn't quite sure where I was going to put it, but I'm really liking doing the tape transfer thing. I'm glad that Shelia Toro, she does it a lot in her videos, and it's a lot of fun. I'm glad that I was able to see her do it, because it has definitely inspired me to do it more often. So then I just grabbed this label. It's just a October afternoon label, and decided to put my little transfer there, tape transfer image there, and I glued it down, but I wanted to staple it just to make sure that it wasn't going to go anywhere. So I just kind of stapled it on a part of the flower that was kind of dark, and then I stuck down my vellum pocket, and I'm really liking how that looks. Also, I do have a clip at the end of this video of me talking to my grandma and my dad. It's from like a year ago or so, and my brothers we were just having like a family dinner one night, and I always like to ask my grandma questions about her childhood and my dad's childhood, and it always cracks me up. So I just kind of tucked that short little video at the end of this one, just for my memory's sake. But you can check it out if you want. So I cut out this ephemera bit from one of Amity Bloom's kits, and I wanted to have a spot where I could journal about the different things that my grandmother always says, like little phrases that she uses pretty frequently. Like if I call her and I ask her how she's doing, she'll say, "Oh, just fine and dandy." And so I wanted a spot where I could just kind of write down her little phrases that she always says. That makes me smile. And then that's just a strip of a scrap from one of those wallpaper pop pieces. And that pattern that the wrapping paper is printed or stitched on, it was kind of throwing me off because it's a bit dark, so I just kind of wanted to cover up a little piece of it. And I'm just putting some more washi tape down, the same kind that I used on the other side of that page, and just trying to figure out what else I can put on this ledger to give it a little bit more color. And then I went ahead and pulled out this family phrase sticker book. I really like these types of things because the stickers are transparent, and I believe I got that one at Hobby Lobby. So I use them a lot in my journals. And then I think the first one that I put down says, "Love of a family is life's greatest blessing." And then the other one, let me see, says, "Everything is nicer shared with Grandma." And then one more on the front of that pocket, and it says, "Cherish your family, for they are your treasure, your God-given wealth beyond measure." So this is a stamp set that I love, but I haven't used in ages, and I make a couple of big boo-boos here. It's from Stampin' Up. It's so pretty. It's such a pretty stamp set. I wish I could remember what it was called. And you'll see. So we call my grandmother Grandmommy. That's what we've always called her. Grandmommy, sometimes Grandma, but usually it's Grandmommy. And while I was doing this stamping, I really should have been paying attention. My son distracted me, and he was standing in the doorway talking to me, and it totally messed me up, like big time. Like as soon as I grabbed my stamps, he came in here and was just jibber jabbering. So I'll show you the mistake that I made there, and I fixed that. Okay, no problem. But I don't know if you noticed, but my O is not an O, it's a Q. I was like, oh my gosh. So it's like Grandma Kwame. I don't even know. But I feel like it's not quite, I mean, I don't know, maybe it is super noticeable, but either way, I'm going to leave it be, and it's fine. It is what it is. So then this is another piece of that kit from Amity Bloom, one of them, and I liked it, but I didn't want to just glue it down, so I just kind of ran it through my sewing machine to give it the look like it was stitched down. And I wanted to put a little fabric tab on it too, so I just have this little Ziploc bag of fabric scraps, and I stitched on a little tab there. So this is that other pocket I was telling you about earlier. Once I get a photo, I'll be able to tuck it in there. But yeah, my grandmother, she was really sick. Like my step grandfather, he had to go into the hospital like right away because he, like I told you before, he has a bunch of underlying conditions. But they gave him that experimental drug. I'm not even quite sure what it's called, and he showed improvements like almost right away. But my grandmother, they said she didn't qualify for it, so she was sick for like 3 weeks, really bad. And here I'm just putting down some phrase stickers, and the one says happy to be together, and then the other one says I smile around you. So we couldn't be around them, but my dad, he was with my grandmother like every day, or not every day, but on a regular basis, even when she was super sick. And I was like, aren't you worried you're gonna get COVID? And he's like, I'm not scared at all. He's like I said before, he's super healthy and takes like immune boosters on a regular basis and works in a hospital, and yeah, he didn't catch it. I was really surprised. I thought for sure he was gonna get it, but he didn't. So I think this about wraps it up, and I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and y'all have a blessed day, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.
One little scoop.
Who was the easiest kid, Grandmommy?
The easiest kid?
Was Dad easier than Crystal?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
He just went along with everything.
Well, why was Crystal not easy?
Because she was the first child, we expected her to be perfect.
Oh. So it wasn't her fault, it was your fault?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
That works until she's 18, and then she's an adult.
And then she's an adult.
You hear me making excuses for my children? And I certainly aren't going to blame it on myself. They're adults.
We are all champions. He is fortunate to be associated with us.
Of course he would say that.
If one of you were adopted.
The one that looks most like you.
Well, what was the worst thing that Dad did growing up?
He never did anything
She
bad.
doesn't know the worst thing.
Well, he had to have done something that he got in trouble for.
Like asking.
He had to have done something.
I can't remember one thing he ever did.
She can't remember. Do you remember anything that you got in trouble for?
Serious,
Of
Grandma?
course not. I was the angel child.
You don't remember
Sent from heaven
anything.
above to
Nothing.
proclaim the good news.
You don't remember anything that you did growing up that you got in trouble for.
Oh, every once in a while I would stay out and play baseball too late.
You played baseball? I didn't know you played baseball.
Neighborhood,
What neighborhood?
Warren Road.
I don't remember any of that. I don't think I lived in the same house they did. That any of them, I don't remember anything.
Where were you, Grandmommy?
I don't know. All I did was go to work and come home, and I don't remember
She
anything.
started drinking, passed out, and didn't remember anything. She doesn't even remember she used
Stop.
to be drunk all the time.
it.
Want some more drinks, Mom?
At that point, I want the screening.
You get valuable information on that.